to commend you for even apologizing for the plane incident. But what made you apologize? I was surprised that you apologized.
I'm a grown man.
I know that's right. So we got to ask you too, when can we have this sit down with you, 50, Tony Yayo, you know?
Who?
No, listen.
Never.
Oh my God, Ja.
Listen.
And I'm not trying to stir up the pot. I'm really talking to you as a hip-hop
Here's the
fan.
reality, right? Sometimes in life, people have enemies.
Okay.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay to have enemies. Everybody can't be friends. A friend of everybody is an enemy to himself.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, we don't also have to be at war. You feel me?
Right.
So there's room for us to be not friends and also not be at war. And that's where I'm at with it right now. I don't deal with that side. I don't with them. They don't with me. That's fine. But I also don't have to be at war. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I'm on 50 years old. And so, you know, we're doing big things out here. We're getting big
And
money.
we are proud of you.
Yeah, we can't be.
Well, wait, one more question. Did you have like a moment of embarrassment? Because trust me, I've had like arguments with the job where I'm like, oh God, I didn't mean it.
Nah, I don't regret nothing. Because, you know, listen, man, if it is what it is, two things can be true. Right?
At the same time.
There's no safe space for disrespect. We ain't tolerating no disrespect. But also, there's a time and a place and a way you carry yourself as a grown man. We live by code, the gentleman's code.
We appreciate you. Thank you for your time, Ja.
Ja Rule isn't backing down. In a recent explosive statement, the rapper made it crystal clear that his decades-long feud with 50 Cent and Tony Yayo is far from over. Despite years of speculation that the two sides might finally reconcile, Ja Rule insists there's no chance of making peace. Fans of hip-hop drama know this rivalry has shaped the culture for years, sparking iconic diss tracks and heated exchanges. Now, with Ja Rule doubling down on his stance, the feud is reignited, leaving fans wondering, will this legendary beef ever endure? Is it destined to burn forever? The feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent is one of hip-hop's most infamous rivalries. A battle that has spanned over 2 decades and shaped the careers of both artists. From the early 2000s, when 50 Cent emerged onto the scene with his sharp-edged lyrics and aggressive style, tensions with Ja Rule were already simmering. What started as a clash between two rap titans quickly escalated into a full-blown war that defined an era of hip-hop drama. Now, in 2026, Ja Rule is making it clear once again he has no intention of squashing the beef with 50 Cent or his longtime G-Unit ally. Tony Yayo. Ja Rule, known offstage as Jeffrey Atkins, has always maintained a tough, unapologetic persona. His music career has been marked by both major hits and intense controversies. Tracks like Always on Time and Livin' It Up cemented his place in hip-hop history. But it was his high-profile feud with 50 Cent that arguably defined much of his public narrative. The feud began in the late 1990s and early 2000s. During a time when rap rivalries often spilled out from music into public life, creating cultural moments that fans could not ignore. Ja Rule was signed to Murder Inc., a label at the forefront of mainstream hip-hop success. While 50 Cent was making waves with his raw storytelling and gritty street persona, their styles, success trajectories, and personalities clashed, leading to an explosive rivalry that included diss tracks, public insults, and even alleged physical confrontations. The intensity of the feud reached its peak during the early 2000s, when 50 Cent dropped tracks like Wongsta and Back Down, directly targeting Ja Rule and Murder Inc. The impact of these songs was massive, both commercially and culturally. 50 Cent's aggressive approach appealed to a younger audience, hungry for raw, confrontational content, while Ja Rule's smoother style drew a more mainstream fan base. The contrast only fueled the tension, creating a stark us versus them narrative that fans couldn't resist. Media outlets at the time, from MTV to radio shows, eagerly covered every development, making this feud one of the most publicized in hip-hop history. Despite numerous rumors of reconciliation over the years, Ja Rule has repeatedly signaled that he has no interest in burying the hatchet. In interviews, social media posts, and now in his latest statement to TMZ, he emphasizes that the rivalry is far from over. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, this beef isn't going anywhere, Ja Rule told reporters. 50 Cent and Tony Yayo can keep talking, but I'm not interested in making peace. I've got too much respect for what I've built and what I've stood for to back down now. His words are a reminder that, for Ja Rule, this feud is not just personal, it's part of his identity. Part of the narrative he's built throughout his career. The G-Unit side, of course, has not remained silent. 50 Cent, who has reinvented himself multiple times as both an entrepreneur and a media personality, continues to reference Ja Rule in subtle jabs across social media. While some of these comments may seem lighthearted or humorous, they keep the rivalry alive in the public eye. Tony Yayo, 50 Cent's longtime collaborator and G-Unit member, has also thrown his weight behind the feud, ensuring that the rivalry remains a group effort rather than a one-on-one battle. For fans of hip-hop, the back and forth between these figures is more than gossip. It's a living history of the genre itself. Part of what keeps this feud relevant is its multi-generational impact. Younger hip-hop fans, many of whom were too young to witness the original clashes in the early 2000s, are now discovering the drama through viral videos, interviews, and social media posts. Memes and throwback clips of diss tracks keep the conversation alive, often reigniting debates among fans about who truly won the beef. This resurgence highlights how certain rivalries in hip-hop are not just temporary. They become woven into the culture itself. In the case of Ja Rule and 50 Cent, the feud has become a kind of legend. A story told and retold with each new generation of fans. It's also worth noting that the feud has transcended music. Both parties have leveraged the rivalry to expand their influence outside of rap. 50 Cent has built a media empire with ventures in television, film, and business, while Ja Rule has explored reality TV, acting, and entrepreneurship. Yet, despite their divergent paths, the beef remains a defining element in both of their narratives. It serves as a reminder of their origins and the battles that shaped their careers, giving fans a reason to stay invested in every new development. What makes Ja Rule's latest statement particularly significant is the timing. In recent years, many feuds in hip-hop have seen a surprising trend toward reconciliation, with artists publicly squashing differences and collaborating on new projects. From Jay-Z and Nas to Pusha T and Drake, the industry has witnessed a series of peace treaties that seemed impossible a decade prior. Ja Rule's outright refusal to join this trend is a bold move that separates him from his peers. It suggests that some rivalries are not meant to be resolved, they are permanent. Chapters in the story of hip-hop culture. Fans have reacted in a wide range of ways. Some support Ja Rule's decision, praising his loyalty to his own narrative and his unwillingness to compromise. Others see it as a missed opportunity, wondering if the feud could have evolved into a collaboration that benefits both artists and fans alike. Social media platforms are filled with debates, polls, and memes dissecting every word of Ja Rule's recent comments, proving that the public remains fascinated by this legendary conflict. In conclusion, Ja Rule's reaffirmation of his feud with 50 Cent and Tony Yayo is more than just a headline. It's a statement about identity, loyalty, and the enduring nature of hip-hop rivalries. For over 20 years, this beef has captivated audiences, influenced music trends, and become a permanent fixture in the cultural landscape. Ja Rule's latest declaration ensures that the story is far from over, and fans of the genre can expect that the drama will continue to unfold for years to come. As the rivalry rages on, one thing is certain: in hip-hop, some battles are simply never settled, and Ja Rule has made it clear that he intends to keep this one alive indefinitely. The announcement that Ja Rule will never squash his beef with 50 Cent and Tony Yayo has sparked a wave of reactions across social media, hip-hop forums, and mainstream media. For longtime fans, it's both shocking and exhilarating proof that the rivalry that defined an era of hip-hop is still very much alive. Twitter and Instagram are ablaze with debates, memes, and throwback references to diss tracks that once dominated the airwaves. Some fans have praised Ja Rule for staying true to himself, calling him loyal to the culture and unapologetic to the end, while others criticize him for holding on to old grudges that might have been resolved years ago. Fan communities have quickly dissected the implications of Ja Rule's statement. Many point out that in a world where collaborations between former rivals have become common, think Nas and Jay-Z or Pusha T and Drake, Rule's stance feels unusually stubborn. One fan tweeted in 2026, "And Ja Rule still won't make peace. Respect, I guess. Or is it just ego?" Others have dug up old footage of heated interviews and performances, reigniting conversations about the early 2000s clashes. Memes comparing this smooth R&B tinged style of Ja Rule to the hardcore street persona of 50 Cent have resurfaced, proving that the rivalry has transcended music and entered pop culture legend. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has yet to respond directly to Ja Rule's latest comments, though he is never one to stay silent for long. Known for his strategic use of social media, 50 Cent often lets subtle jabs and viral posts speak for him. In the past, he has taken to Instagram, Twitter, and even his own media ventures to poke fun at Ja Rule or reference past conflicts. Keeping the rivalry alive without committing to direct confrontation, Tony Yayo, 50 Cent's longtime G-Unit partner, has also been involved in subtle diggings on social platforms, reminding fans that the group remains aligned and ready to defend their legacy. Their silence, however, is strategic. It allows Ja Rule's statement to generate headlines and fan engagement, keeping the narrative in motion. Industry insiders say that part of the reason the feud endures is because both sides have carefully managed their public personas around it. Ja Rule has built a reputation for being unapologetic and loyal, qualities that his fans admire and respect. Meanwhile, 50 Cent and G-Unit have crafted a brand around dominance and strategic warfare, turning conflict into entertainment that fuels their larger media and business ventures. By keeping the rivalry alive, all parties continue to benefit from attention, relevance, and engagement, a rare situation in an era where many veteran artists fade quietly into the background. Some analysts argue that the feud is as much about business and branding as it is about personal animosity. Hip-hop rivalries have long been used as a marketing tool, driving album sales, concert tickets, and social media engagement. Ja Rule's refusal to reconcile ensures that he remains a central figure in hip-hop storytelling. While 50 Cent and Tony Yayo maintain their positions as aggressive, street-smart players who never back down, this dynamic benefits both camps by keeping fans invested and curious about the next move. Whether it's a song, a statement, or a viral moment, the impact on younger generations of fans is also noteworthy. Many of today's listeners were not even alive when the feud first erupted, yet they are now discovering it through streaming platforms, viral clips, and online debates. Diss tracks like Wangsta and Back Down have become digital age artifacts, and fans are eager to analyze the lyrics, performances, and cultural context. In this sense, the feud has achieved a kind of immortality, continuing to shape perceptions of both artists long after the height of their mainstream popularity. Social media has amplified this effect, allowing fans to relive and reinterpret the conflict in real time, sometimes creating new memes and debates that Ja Rule and 50 Cent likely never anticipated. Despite the entertainment value, some critics argue that the feud has had real consequences for the artists themselves. Ja Rule's career, once at the peak of mainstream success, suffered setbacks during the height of the rivalry, while 50 Cent's aggressive strategy catapulted him to superstardom. The public narrative painted Ja Rule as the softer competitor, a perception that continues to influence how fans discuss the feud today. Yet Ja Rule's refusal to reconcile suggests that he embraces this legacy, using it as a foundation for his own identity and connection with fans. Looking forward, The future of the feud is uncertain but guaranteed to remain newsworthy. While some fans speculate about potential collaborations or peace treaties, Ja Rule's latest comments make it clear that he is not interested in that path. For 50 Cent and Tony Yayo, not responding remains part of their strategy, keeping fans guessing and the media engaged. In an era where viral moments can define an artist's relevance, this ongoing feud continues to provide both drama and opportunity. Ultimately, the Ja Rule versus 50 Cent and Tony Yayo feud is a testament to the enduring power of hip-hop rivalries. It highlights how conflict, when carefully managed, can shape careers, influence culture, and captivate audiences for decades. While other feuds in the industry have resolved, this one remains active, proving that some battles are not meant to be forgotten. For fans, it's more than entertainment. It's history, culture, and drama rolled into one. Ja Rule's unwavering stance ensures that the story continues, leaving everyone watching to wonder what the next chapter will bring. As the saga between Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and Tony Yayo continues, the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? Will the feud remain a decades-long standoff, or could there be an unexpected twist that finally brings the rivals together? Given Ja Rule's latest statements, it seems unlikely that he is willing to entertain reconciliation anytime soon. His declaration to TMZ that he will never squash the beef signals not just defiance, but a firm commitment to maintaining his legacy and identity within hip-hop. For 50 Cent and Tony Yayo, the path forward is equally strategic. Both have built brands that thrive on attention, controversy, and competition. In many ways, the feud itself is a marketing tool, keeping their names relevant in a fast-moving industry where younger artists dominate headlines. By allowing Ja Rule to make bold public statements, 50 Cent and his G-Unit crew maintain the upper hand. They can respond on their terms, often with humor, subtle jabs, or well-timed social media posts. This cat-and-mouse dynamic keeps fans engaged, creates viral moments, and ensures that all parties remain central to hip-hop culture. Even years after the original clashes, industry insiders point out that the feud's endurance is rare. Most high-profile rap battles either settle quietly or evolve into mutual respect over time. What sets the Ja Rule versus 50 Cent rivalry apart is the combination of personal history, public attention, and cultural impact. Each artist represents different facets of early 2000s hip-hop. Ja Rule's melodic style versus 50 Cent's hard-edged storytelling, and their conflict embodies a clash of identities, fan bases, and eras. For historians of the genre, this feud offers insight into how rivalries shape careers, influence music trends, and affect public perception for decades. While some fans hope for peace, others relish the tension. Social media debates continue to rage, with fans dissecting every track, lyric, and interview for clues about who holds the advantage. Memes comparing past moments, such as Ja Rule's famous performances or 50 Cent's viral media appearances, circulate widely, proving that the feud transcends generations. Younger fans who never witnessed the original clashes are discovering the rivalry through digital archives, further amplifying its relevance. In this way, the beef has become more than a personal conflict, is a cultural touchstone, a story that continues to define perceptions of both artists. There's also a personal dimension that fuels the intensity. Ja Rule has endured setbacks and public criticism throughout his career, some of which were amplified by the rivalry with 50 Cent. His refusal to reconcile may be motivated as much by pride and principle as by competition. For 50 Cent and Tony Yayo, maintaining a dominant position in this narrative reinforces their own legacy as unapologetic, street-smart figures who never back down. Both sides understand that their actions, statements, and even silence are carefully scrutinized by fans and media alike. Every move becomes a potential headline, keeping the feud alive in ways that go beyond music. Looking ahead, the most likely scenario is that the beef will continue to smolder, while collaborations, peace talks, or public reconciliations could theoretically happen. Ja Rule's firm stance makes them unlikely in the near term. Instead, fans can expect ongoing commentary, viral social media moments, and perhaps new music with subtle references to the feud. As long as the rivalry remains relevant to both the artists and the audience, it will continue to dominate headlines and conversations. In conclusion, the Ja Rule versus 50 Cent and Tony Yayo feud is far from a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing part of hip-hop culture, shaping perceptions, influencing careers, and captivating fans across generations. Ja Rule's refusal to reconcile is a bold reminder that some rivalries are not simply conflicts, they are defining narratives. For fans, media, and fellow artists, this saga is both entertainment and history, a story that refuses to end. Whether it continues to escalate or remains a simmering tension, one thing is certain: this legendary will be remembered as one of hip-hop's most enduring and impactful rivalries. The Ja Rule versus 50 Cent and Tony Yayo feud isn't just history, it's still unfolding, and fans everywhere are weighing in. Now is the time to join the conversation. Do you think this legendary rivalry will ever end, or is it destined to burn forever? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know which side you're rooting for. If you grew up watching diss tracks like Wonksta or Back Down, this is the drama you've been waiting for. Even new fans can dive into this story and see why this feud has captured generations of hip-hop lovers. From viral social media debates to throwback performances, every moment fuels the tension and keeps the rivalry alive. Don't just watch from the sidelines. Be part of the discussion. Follow us for updates on every new statement, track, or social media jab from Ja Rule, 50 Cent, and Tony Yayo. Share your favorite moments from the feud, tag friends, and keep the debate going. Hip-hop history is still being written, and you have a front row seat. Which side are you on, and how do you think this iconic beef will evolve? Let's hear your verdict.